Throwing ass on the gram, getting laughs at the stand. Only she can, only Feehans. It's only Feehans.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of OnlyFeehans with me, your host, Kerryn Feehan, and I'm still in a full rage. I can't find my mascara. Luckily, Chloe wore enough for both of us. Chloe Branche is here today. Give it up for her. We love her. You know, everybody knows Chloe. You don't need a lot of food or an introduction.
No, I don't.
Mabel's all about everybody, but I think she's a little more calm with the ladies.
This is more calm than usual.
Yeah, she's been doing this recently. She just spazzes on the couch.
Like that. That's a yoga thing.
I mean, if that's not the cutest thing you've ever seen, I don't know what is. Have you ever seen a human flip upside down and chew on their own foot? That'd be fucking adorable.
That got in my mouth.
What got in your mouth?
Her
hair? Her saliva?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna 23andMe and be a dog.
Yeah. I've been like really into her lately.
She has little white paws.
She has little white paws, a little white on her chest.
Sure
Ow. Very white teeth. And I think
and the personality of a white male.
Yes. And I think, hey, do you want to get popped on TV?
Her own spit got on her head.
Is that spit? Or is that like, hey, listen to me. Do you need a chewy? Do you need a chewy? Yeah. All right. We need a chewy. We need a chewy on set.
Need a chewy.
You know what's
I feel
funny?
Like boys would do that to me.
Chew on you?
When I'm annoying, they're like, she needs a chewy.
Oh, my ex used to do that with cocaine when I was too drunk.
Oh, that's good.
Shove it right up my nose.
I wasn't allowed.
Boom, got her right in the face.
I dated this guy. You know, she hates guys from Harvard, so I shouldn't say, but he went to Princeton, and he's very strict. And he wouldn't let me sit on the seats at public restrooms.
He wouldn't let you?
He would get mad when I'd come back from the bathroom and be like, did you sit on the seat? And I was like, no.
Did she bite you?
And then sometimes he would make me sleep. He would make me sleep over the sheets if I came home too fucked up.
What a fucking...
And then, yeah, he'd always be like, shoes off!
Oh, my God.
And then he also wouldn't let me drink coffee because he said when I drank coffee, I asked too many questions.
I mean, this guy has some good points, but I think there is no way that anybody can let you do things, you know what I mean, as a grown woman, right?
Yeah. I was still a small boy at the time before I got my dick chopped.
I don't know. I mean, even if it was good for me, if a guy told me to do something, I'd be like, no.
Yeah. I'm not doing that.
Even if it was a great suggestion.
Even if he was like, flip over.
Yeah, I'd be like, no. So listen.
Yeah.
How are you?
You know, I'm much better than I was for the last week.
Okay.
So I thought, like, I was pretty upset about a guy, you know, and I was like, why do I care so much? And then I realized...
I was going to pull up his picture.
I realized
like, whoa.
I was off my goddamn meds.
Oh, man. Are those hard to remember to take?
They kept being delayed.
What, your prescription getting
filled?
Yeah,
kept being delayed, and I just wasn't paying attention to the days of the week, because as comedians, we don't really have days of the week, I feel.
I have fucking days of the fucking week. Today's fucking Friday, and I have no spots tonight for the first time in 2 fucking weeks, and I'm thrilled. I'm going to do laundry. Did you see the laundry in my room? It's wild. So I wear like 3 outfits a day. Some of them are like this. Some of them are real Miss Hannigan style, like I'm running an orphanage.
I love that.
So wait, let's talk about what meds are you on?
I'm on Zoloft.
What are the worst side effects of Zola, if you don't mind me asking? You'd become like you can't focus.
I don't really know because
you don't take it.
Well,
because you don't know the days of the week.
I'm on the highest prescription of it that exists.
Well, not really if you're not taking it.
Well, I'm on 300 milligrams, and when I switched doctors, he said I'd never even heard of that being prescribed.
Oh, my God. You sound like one of these mill workers in Virginia that they experimented on.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Don't talk to me.
No, I will talk to you. Who are we talking to? We're talking to you. Are you ever like, let me fucking get off these pills and like try a more holistic approach to this?
like acid or something.
Yeah. What about microdosing? What about it?
Because I would take all of it at once.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
But I have no self-control. You know, here's the thing, Kerryn.
What's up, dog?
I am going to be on meds for the rest of my life, no matter what.
Really?
Because I have epilepsy.
Right.
So I'm on seizure meds. But who even wants to dive into that? And I'm on this drug called Topamax.
We do at OnlyFeehans.
I'm on this other drug called Topamax because I was having my seizures sober. I started having them sober in the fall. My grand mal seizures when I was on my regular seizure meds. And then they had to put me on another med called Topamax. And Topamax, they're like, we're worried to give you this because it causes weight loss.
Yeah.
People lose like 20 pounds on it.
Yeah.
And they call it, the nickname for it is the cheerleader drug because it makes you skinny and stupid.
Oh God.
So I
Is working
right now, yeah. I don't even remember words. I can't even recite Mein Kampf anymore.
Oh, she still got it, kids. Come on. I was like in that. I don't know. I
was like, there goes my pickup lines.
Oh, I know. You're such a charmer. That's kind of scary, if I'm going to be honest.
It's honestly not that bad because I just, you know, it's gotten to a point where I feel nothing sometimes, and I'm used to feeling everything. So it's sometimes it's pretty nice, but I do feel retarded, and I am bringing that word back because I'm upset because they used to call rehabs. Now they used to call them rehabs, and now they call them treatment centers.
Okay.
And when you say rehab, they get offended. So I'm just like, if I
about-
can't say rehab, I'm gonna start saying retarded.
I mean, and if you are like becoming slower, vous êtes une clétarde.
Yeah, it's like I'm allowed to because it's who I am.
Yeah.
Totally. Thank you. Okay, Jeff Ross over here.
I still think like, I mean, this epilepsy thing. How old were you when you had your first seizure?
A baby, a febrile
Baby.
seizure. I was like an infant.
Wow. Are you in an epilepsy support group?
They exist.
That didn't answer my question.
I'm not in it.
I know of them. I feel like, I mean, what a like, you know, that's a real fucking thing. That's a real bummer that it would make sense to you want to like reach out to other people who are going through it.
I forget I have it all the time.
Yeah, I know. That's when you binge drink and you're reminded.
Yeah. God's like, you could lose a few pounds. Here comes the human shake weight.
Oh my God.
No,
Is it hereditary? Is it like, does anyone else?
No one else has it. I was just born with it. So I have focal epilepsy located in my left frontal lobe. So basically, regular brains are just functioning on the right wires, but my left frontal lobe is
Dancing around?
so I'm not supposed to take acid because
Tap
there are
dancing.
people who have epilepsy who have taken acid and they've gone into comas.
Yeah.
But acid's my favorite drug.
Come on, bro.
And I'm honestly the most
bro.
normal when I'm on acid, and it's probably due to my epilepsy. I think it evens me out because when you take acid, it changes the brain waves, the brain chemistry in your head. So basically what it does is it switches the wires in your head and makes them go all differently. That's why you trip and hallucinate.
Okay.
But my wires are already crossed. So
Yeah.
if you take acid when you're epileptic, you can have a bad reaction and it can just cause like a big bad shortage.
So like when you take acid, you're like, you know what? Maybe I should just manage a restaurant somewhere in Vermont. Like
Yeah.
settle down.
I'm like, I should just marry an accountant.
yeah, just
I should stop going for these billionaire heroin addicts.
They pop out a couple kids. Stop biting Chloe. Kisses, 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 kisses.
You know, all dogs don't go to heaven.
Oh. Mabel's like, no shit, bitch. I've been to hell and back. What, you demon dog? Why do you turn into a demon dog during the podcast? And you're a love muffin all day. Yeah. You do. You do. It's so weird. Shoot. Oh, she fucking rips Chloe's face off. I'm like,
I want a nose job, so let's start
oh my
it.
God, you don't need one. You know what I need?
Remember when I was like,
My fucking mascara.
I'm
not one without it.
when I was younger, my mom would always be like, "You have the most perfect nose," and then I remember no, it's not done. And then when I was 12, she goes, "It's changing."
Oh my God, what a bitch.
I love her though; she's the best.
Whenever I would ask my mom if like I was pretty and stuff, she'd be like, "Who cares? Get good grades. Shut up."
when I dyed my hair orange the other day
Oh.
because I tried to be a blonde and it'll never work for me. And I had told my mom, and she was like pretty upset. And then I was like, I was supposed to meet her for lunch, and then I made an excuse up saying, I was like, I am just too depressed. I can't leave the home. I look like a freak. And she said to me, why are you so shallow? And I said, Mom, you were a model. You never, ever had to deal with being ugly in your entire life.
Yeah.
So you don't know what I'm going through. And she said, fair enough. Take the day off.
Yeah.
Ow!
Sorry.
I just got a mastectomy.
Mabel. Hey, listen to me. Don't bite Chloe's tits off. Bite Mama's tits.
By Mama's tootsies.
Now listen.
Welcome back.
When I fucking dyed my hair pink, my mom fucking lost it.
Is that at Marymount?
Yeah, and she
Of
cried.
course.
Or no, I think I was out of college. I was just being a drunk waitress.
Love.
I worked for an event marketing company, bottle girl, bottle service. But I like would go to the office during the day too. So I like pretended like I was,
That's so conducive.
an executive. I'll fucking pop you in the nose. Do you hear me? Do you want to get popped? I'm just kidding. I don't hit her, you guys. I don't hit her.
Once she hits a year,
I'm gonna fucking have to get a gun. I'm gonna have to shoot.
just
her.
shoot the legs.
Hey,
Teach her a lesson.
listen to me.
I watch Cops.
I'm just like I think it's because like I took her out for like a walk around the block and like she didn't poop, and then I gave her a scoop of food, so I think she might have to shit.
Every day, do you go over her digestive cycles on the podcast? Are you like, so she pooped at 9.
She pooped twice this morning at the dog park, and then I didn't see her poop at this other dog park or on our walk just now. Sometimes she gives me hives, so sorry if you get hives. Pat, are you solving this problem, or are you just bored with us? And I figured it out, you guys. She's licking my feet. She's licking my feet, and you can look for that on the other site that we shall not name.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Genius.
Mabel can lick mommy's feet.
2 girls, 1 foot.
How's comedy going? See you at the Stand a lot.
Yeah. You know why I started going there? Because you.
Really?
Yeah,
because you were like, if that girl can get banned and unbanned, so can I.
Kind of. No, because I felt nervous going there, and then I don't remember when we became friends, but then you were always, hosting Frantic, and now you'd always be like, I'd be like, should I come? And you'd be like, just fucking do it.
Yeah, dude.
And then you were you were nice to me, and so I was like, I got someone to talk to here.
I'm nice to people.
I don't know. I'm surprised I haven't gotten in trouble because I've been a little drunk there before. Like the time I was supposed to walk your dog.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
Hey, listen.
You've been very forgiving of me.
First of all, you're supposed to like care for my dog deeply, not walk my dog. We're talking about.
And I still had the keys, and then you took the dog before I could. It was like when an alcoholic father's coming home and you take the kids before.
I had to get there because I wasn't gonna deal with any of your performative antics.
It was also like a rainstorm deep in the pandemic.
And so I was like, Tom, we gotta take Ernest, because that's when I was dating Tom. R.I.P. Ernest. R.I.P. Tom.
Tom's.
They both passed away.
You wearing your necklace? Do you still wear it? Or are you over it?
No, of course I still wear it. It's in my room. I was at the gym. Cool. One time I left it at the gym.
But then someone picked it up and they're like, "Who's Ernest?
And it looks like a death thing because it has a birthday or has a death date on it, right? So
yeah.
Like, nobody wants to really steal a dead person's. Could be person's.
Also
necklace.
with a question mark as to when they were born.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I got that joke from you.
Yeah, I put that in the post. All right, so let's talk about growing up.
We want to talk about that night at the Stand?
Oh, why? When you just tried to hug Dan Soder like 7 times? You were like, can I have a hug? Can I have a hug? And he kept looking at me, and I was like, I don't know, dude.
Then he was like, told you, he's like, I am worried about this.
He's like, what's going on with Chloe? I'm like, oh,
I thought he was like, I don't even know her.
She like falls on and off and, doesn't have a real rock bottom because, she has a pretty thick financial safety net. Any other questions?
She has no concept of reality. Bottom for her is death. They say your bottom's when you start digging, and she's still trying to find China in the sandbox.
The huge.
Yes, I'm here for it.
Chloe, you like to use like AA meetings to like network and stuff. How's that going?
To run material. Best open mic in New York. Sometimes I'll go on stage and I'm like, well, that killed it, AA.
I kind of like miss going to AA for those moments.
This guy was there this morning, and this guy goes in it. My sponsor reminded me that, you know, these rooms are not a hotbed of mental health. And I was like, yeah, no shit. It was like when I was just in rehab, like they were really understaffed because of COVID.
Oh my God.
And I was like losing my mind.
Same with JetBlue.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I don't know who to talk to because I can't even talk to a therapist. Like I'm freaking out. Like
Yeah.
I need some sound advice, and they're like, just talk to your peers.
Your peers.
I go, Tommy was just smoking crack with two trans last week, and he was just looking for, you know, he was just trying to put the dick in the shorts band, and maybe we should cut that part.
We're not cutting it. That's the clip.
No, Tommy was smoking crack. Cheryl keeps this woman. Cheryl, I love her. She went in there telling all she would talk about was Four Locos.
Oh.
And she would talk about how she became. This is hilarious. It's like
addicted to Four Locos.
It reminds me of Terry in Reno 911 because she was always so fucked up in her local town. She became like good friends with the police.
Right.
So she'd always get like calls about her behavior on her lawn. She'd be blacked out, drunk, passed out on the Four Locos, naked. And so the police would always come and they'd be like, Cheryl, not again. And she'd be like, why don't you come inside for a drink?
That's what I used to do.
But she also was apparently a detective, so she had a gun. So she'd start waving the gun off.
Oh, on Reno. I forgot. We're talking about.
No, we're not. I'm talking about Cheryl in real life.
Oh.
She was a detective, so she had a gun also. So she'd be like waving the gun blackout, like, I'm not going anywhere. And they'd be like, Cheryl. And they'd just arrest her all the time. But also Cheryl, she was really funny because since she told us that she was a forensic detective and she would find the dead bodies. But she kept going to work drunk. She said, and she's like, I find them in dumpsters. I find them everywhere. And she's like,
I find them under my car.
And she was like, I was going to the morgue blackout, you know, trying to, you know, assess these bodies. I'm like, what were you just walking around going dead?
Yeah.
Oh, it's dead.
This one's dead. This one's dead. This one's.
But we would fuck with her, me and this one girl who was a huge crackhead. I loved her, and we started fucking with her and being like, hey, Cheryl, we have a case for you.
That's pretty
in
good.
rehab.
Like, you like open up a file.
No, one of my friends got like paint. This girl got paint all over herself, but we didn't even go to arts and crafts today. We don't know where we got the paint from. Could you take a look? And Cheryl's looking at the hand. She's like, definitely paint. And we're like, where do you think we got it? And she goes, honestly, I'm used to dealing with blood.
Yeah.
I
Cheryl's
don't think I
fucking
can help you.
Cheryl's deep into it. I used to do that when I didn't pay for cabs.
Do what?
I would
Murder them?
Well, the cops would show up.
Oh.
And I would invite them in.
Blow them? We don't know what happens.
Sometimes you don't have $22.19. You know what I mean?
I love that. It's 19 cents. You make it sound like a deal.
I had to haggle. I wasn't getting out of there.
So, and also at Rehab, there was a talent show.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I love this story.
And Cheryl, actually, she sat on a stool and she goes, as everybody knows, I'm a bit of a hot mess. And I'm aging. That's true. And so she's saying, it's not Adele. Who's that other one who sings like,
James Gandolfini.
No, I'll never remember her name because I'm on my meds.
Not a good guess.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lordy.
And she sang,
Lordy.
She sang, will you still love me when I'm no younger, young and beautiful? And she's like, boys, I need a reaction. And it was insane. She's sitting on a stool.
I really wish you got Mabel.
Lana Del Rey.
They fucking put...
Oh, it's not Lordy?
Oh, Lana Del Rey, yeah.
It's Lana Del Rey.
They put up this one kid
Nice job, Pat, you homo.
This one dude who was just like, they're court ordered so he didn't have to go to prison. He went up and he's like, for my talent. And there was a whiteboard and he just went up with a white marker, dry erase marker, and just drew his gang tag. And then he goes, and like sits down and everyone's like, that's sick, dude!
I don't like that.
And I was wearing a blue bandana, a light blue one, when I got there as like my mask.
Yeah.
Just because I had it and I thought it was cute. And every time I'd walk down the hallway, everyone would go, Crip!
Oh my God, Chloe.
Because I was at this Medicaid
You're
rehab.
lucky you didn't get jumped in or out.
I was the mayor. They loved me there. There was like a student council of the drug addicts. And every week we'd vote, and I was unanimous mayor. Everyone stood up and voted for me. I ran against 2 dudes.
Oh.
And I'd have to do roll
Can you
call.
tell us what your competition was like?
Cheryl ran. And then this other guy who suffered from really severe depression, and he wouldn't talk to me for 2 weeks into
you
it.
Just give him the mayorship. You needed the mayor in
He was
Rehab.
so-
that bad?
he was so
You're a
fuck-
professional
He
comedian.
was so fucking upset that he lost. And for the talent show, him and this other boy, they did Blink 182, but they wore pink outfits and they changed it to Pink 182. And they did the song "I Miss You," and this kid was like very overweight, but so he couldn't do the jumps. So he'd be like, "Miss you, I miss you," and then at the end he took his headband and he tried to throw it in the audience, but it only went 1 foot in front of him. So he picked it. There was this other dude, Frank, who I love, and he's a gay man, and he's the only gay guy there. And he, for the talent show, I wasn't allowed to do stand up because it was too triggering. They
I thought
said
you did do stand up.
no. I sang a song.
What song did you sing? Vanilla Ice?
No, I sang Leslie Gore, "You Don't Own Me."
You don't
Own me, I'm not just one of your many toys.
You
Don't own me, don't say I can't go out with the other boys. And when I started, I said, this song goes out to my alcoholism.
Yeah.
You don't own me.
Really sexy.
I lost my shit in it.
Yeah, dude.
And
You probably won. Did you win?
I was like, fuck you, Howard.
Fuck you. And the other one.
And the one crackhead who fell in
All
love
these
with me,
men.
the whole time I was singing, he was just like this.
Oh my God. Loved it.
And for the talent show, he wrote 2 poems about me that he read.
Oh
The
God.
talent show.
How did they go? Chloe, I love you better than crack. Chloe,
Yeah.
everybody thinks you're whack, but you're my mayor.
Crack
of my
is,
heart.
I learned this one. They go, crack is whack, put the TV back. My one friend there, she wrote, she did a cover of, I guess, I don't know if it's called a cover of Bad Romance. But she,
Lady Gaga.
yeah, but she changed the lyrics to Rehab Romance.
Do it.
Rah, rah, ooh la la.
Rehab romance.
Got in a rehab romance. And she goes, I'm on detox and you're off your meds. You and me should do heroin.
Rah,
Na, 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 na. And then you pass notes to lovers and she's like, notes, passing notes. And at the end she took all these papers and ripped them up. And she was like, I don't know your last name. Because everyone goes by like
Mabel,
Chloe L.
It's okay. Do you see what you do to the dog?
Sorry,
though?
calm her.
But like that's like something that like try not to do
Rehab
that to
romance.
the dog.
Sorry.
I like it though.
What's your
Rah,
DOC?
rah, rah,
And she was
rah,
like, what's your
rah, rah.
DOC? Drug of choice.
All these.
She's like, you're on
I feel
Suboxone.
all your problems make me feel so basic. I just have my one alcoholism. That's it.
Yeah.
Just my one minor addiction.
My favorite was this guy Gregorio. He was this very overweight.
Gregorio, what was he addicted to? Cheese?
I think he smoked crack, but he was, which was actually works for him because he had sleep apnea.
Because he was fat.
He was this big fat
knew
hilarious
he
black
was
dude,
fat.
and he had 2 diamond front teeth, and he'd wear a Steelers jersey every day. And he thought everyone who was retired was still on it. Like, isn't Roethlisberger been retired for a long time?
Not from raping.
He just retired this year.
Oh no, Jerome Bettis, aka the Bus.
Yeah.
He has been retired, and he kept telling me he was still on the team because every time I walked back, I'd be like, the Bus! And so for the talent show, he wouldn't tell anyone what he was doing, and he was in his room practicing all the time. He also would fall asleep nonstop, and they would call ambulances on him
Oh, that's nice.
because everyone thought he was dead. But he got up there and he sang Creed with arms wide open.
How does it go?
With arms wide open. And then the music.
I'll go there. Wait, isn't that how it goes?
Arms wide open. How does
Play
it go?
that.
Can you look it up? Are you going to play it?
Come on, Pat.
He also,
I
like,
swear there's a part where it's like,
the-
let's go there.
the music cut during his thing and he just started doing the robot.
Oh, but I feel bad for him.
He got a standing ovation.
Let's go, Pat. Mabel, stop eating shit, you little fucking. All right.
Everyone's mind was blown when he sang this. Everyone was like, wait, this is what he chose?
How long is this intro?
4 bars.
This is the 3rd bar.
Fucking Gregorio, man.
I just made that up.
He won't stop calling.
Shadow Gregorio.
Show you everything.
Did you pull up the song without the words?
No, the lyrics are right there, Pat.
Oh, you want us to karaoke?
Yeah,
this?
yay. Arms wide open. Oh, yeah, I know.
Okay.
I don't know the verses. No.
Well, I don't know if I'm ready to be the man I have to be.
Well, I'll take a breath. I'll take her by my side. We stand in awe. We've created life
with arms wide open
under the sunlight.
Oh,
Welcome to this place. I'll show you everything with arms
wide open.
Now everything has changed.
I'll show you love.
I'll show you everything with arms wide open.
Sorry.
Shout out Gregoria.
With legs wide open.
I'll show you my butthole.
With legs wide open.
I'm your dad now.
Mabel, get it. Mabel, wide open.
She's showing the butt. She's showing her butthole. She's copying me.
Mabel's wide open.
I'll show you life now that you've been adopted.
Get her, Mabel. Get her. Get her. Get your mother. Get your mother. Get your mother.
That's great.
Get your toy. Get your toy. Get your toy.
I'm invisible.
Get your toy.
Get one of Carrie's dildos.
I got a new one coming in the mail. It's pretty easy to orgasm if you just don't masturbate for like 7 days. And then I swear to God, it's like a 1-2 donezo, right?
1-2 punch.
But anyway. So.
Yeah, that was the talent, so I'll definitely have to recap those a lot.
Yeah, where's my blue walkers?
I'll get them.
Thanks. While Chloe's away, please go ahead. Please check me out when is this coming out? I'll be in Houston. Hey guys, thank you for coming out last night. Is that how fucking soon it is?
Is it next Thursday for you?
Yeah, I don't even
yeah.
have my fucking flight yet.
That's not good.
But I don't have care for Mabel. I am ill prepared. Really excited. Had a great time. Thank you.
Subscribe to the YouTube. Thank you. No.
No, I'm doing my plug. Stop yelling. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, please, you guys. I'd really appreciate it. I know you like commenting. I like chatting. We can chat, all that jazz. But like the likes, the subscriptions, we got to feed Mabel.
Mabel has something to say.
Hey. Also, May 6th and 7th, I'm opening for Jim Norton, Bridgeport, Connecticut, The Stress Factory. Come out to those shows. What a fucking lineup if I do so myself. That's going to be fucking great. And then May 13th, I'm at Roar Comedy Club in Springfield, Massachusetts. And of course, I'm going to be in Vegas at Skankfest in October. I don't know. Hopefully I get some other fucking dates before that. Fucking loser, Kerryn. I don't have mascara on. It literally hurts me to not wear it. And nobody gets it, Mabel. You here, this is your toy, you little bitch. Fucker. Ready? Go get it.
Okay, I'm getting.
All right, come claim your space. With arms wide open. We're not going for that much more anyway. Every time I get my moon cycle, it feels like I'm losing a baby because the guy I sleep with like comes in me all the time. So I always joke about being pregnant. I'm always like, oh, what if I kept it? And he's like, I already have a kid that I neglect. And I'm like, what? Come on. Yeah. Other than that, things are great. Peter Fowler is a little brat.
Why?
Now,
I thought he was cool.
I like him. He's a fun kid. It's just he's not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
But he had a little too much fun on the social media with the kissing.
Oh,
These feel nice.
they're good. They are really clear.
Yeah.
Oh, those ones look good on you.
These feel
I
really
was looking
nice.
for the tortoiseshells, but they didn't have any. Do you prefer a tortoiseshell? I can get you those too.
Yeah, hook me up, dog.
These, I think, you would be a little big, right? On your face.
Chloe says I have a tiny face. I think it's a regular face.
Your face is small because you have such a big brain.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, because...
No, that's your acid brain talking. I can seizure Sally over there.
Caesar salad, hold the tongue.
All right, give me those back.
Right.
Yeah, I can feel them. Those
Kerryn,
just cover my whole
I
face.
know your body.
Everyone on the internet
Everyone
does.
knows your body.
Are you pulling up pictures of my body, Pat? You creep.
Who the fuck were those people, Pat?
That was Rebecca Newman. She kind of looked like Kerryn when she was wearing those glasses.
What the hell?
Who's Rebecca Newman?
Some girl he fucked
Adam
in
Newman's
high
wife.
school?
She's like the co-founders of Wework.
Of what?
Oh,
Wework?
God, I'm so over that.
WeWork? Oh. I watched that documentary and I watched the show.
Yeah, I lived it.
You did?
Yeah, I used to work for them.
Pat, didn't
Look,
you say
the
that
city's still
you've
there.
never worked anywhere for a year?
I didn't work there for a year.
What'd you do?
But tell them, Pat.
What? Oh, my year's coming up here at OnlyFeehans.
Yay.
I will be his longest
Is this
employer.
your only job?
Right now it is. It became full time.
This is
Not
a
just
full-time
this,
job?
but
Not just this. I'm like,
But
don't put that pressure on me.
I
I'm
was
like,
like, this is a full-time
I'm like,
gig?
if he's surviving on this, he's a special guy.
I mean, that couch is where I sleep.
I'm surviving on this.
What?
That couch is where I sleep.
I know. He breaks in here every night.
I'm surviving on this podcast.
Yeah, you are. Congratulations, Pat.
Thank you. I'm happy to be
Good
here.
job, Pat.
Good work.
You lasted longer than another guy I know. I don't think he lasts long and much.
Let's
Sexual.
Chloe.
I'm joking. Huge fan.
Chloe.
Yeah, what's up?
The vibe completely changed when the glasses came on. By the
Yeah.
way,
I feel very like Gloria Steinem right now. Like I'm like feeling
I
like
feel like Johnny Depp in Blow without the blow.
oh, Johnny Depp looks like a fat goofball on the stand.
Are you going
Like,
to talk about that?
Everything's so embarrassing that's coming out
Wait,
of his mouth.
so the Amber Heard thing, I thought
She pooped in my bed. And
that's
made
right.
me
Yeah,
feel
that's how I
so
thought it begun with the poop.
humiliated and these just berating. She would just berate me. And like Amber Heard just looks like a fucking smoke show in court. I don't know. I've only seen a few clips.
What are the other things? Like she put a cigarette out on him.
Did she?
That was on his face.
Really? Like he couldn't get out of the way? Like what are you talking about? Like what do you mean?
And she was like, "Well, he was
you're
trying."
that wasted that you're getting cigarettes put on your face?
Yeah,
you're the problem.
He's like, she put a cigarette out on my face, and her defense is like, he was trying to beat the shit out of me.
right, right. Because he was like a wasted wino, probably.
It's so chic that they smoke cigarettes. Nobody does it anymore.
You do.
Yeah, except for me.
You and Ian Fidance.
Well, don't do that.
You stinkers.
Don't do that.
I used to smoke. Remember that time I tried to smoke as of late? When
You
was
threw
that?
up because you were like, Chloe looks so cool.
I was like, Chloe looks so cool. Let me smoke it. Bleh! Barfed all in the bathroom.
Adele told me that she thinks I make cigarettes look cool. I was like, what?
I mean, I smoked for the longest. I used to smoke Camel Lights.
I used to smoke Parliament Lights, and then I switched to Marlboro Lights.
When I bummed cigarettes in high school, I used to smoke Parliament Lights.
I used to smoke Camel Lights in high school.
Wow.
No,
look at
I
you.
used to smoke Camel Lights in middle school.
I was not actually. I guess the first time I smoked a cigarette was middle school.
I don't know if middle school is 8th grade. And
Yeah.
8th and 9th grade.
Ninth, you're a
The
freshman.
8th, 9th. Yeah, that's when in 10th
You're-
grade I was doing Camel Lights.
That's
and then,
You're in high school.
And then when my body and nose changed, emphasis on the nose, that's when I got into the Parliament Lights. Because they were
When your
better.
nose, why were you smoking them up your nose? What are you doing?
Nah, because they have this.
Chloe, you're a goofball.
Thank you. Hi, Chloe Goofball. I'm Chloe. I'm a goofball.
So I smoke cigarettes.
Sorry, I relapsed and ruined your life. I'm a bit of a goofball.
She's a bit of a prankster, if you will.
No, because they have the little thing in it, the Parliament Lights.
The hard filter.
The filter that has the little pocket
Right.
for drugs. That's what it's for. Cocaine.
The scoop.
It's for cocaine.
That's what we used it for.
So all the big dogs.
I used to do so much cocaine in college and when I was a waitress. And it was just like coffee. It was like, who's got blow? We have to work. Let's fucking get high on
For
coke.
sure. I remember me too. Like in high school, everyone was like, "How come Chloe's Adderall is so much better than ours?"
Because you were
I
doing
was like,
blow.
"It's cocaine."
But like, isn't life better? I mean, like you said, you're going to be on this like epileptic medicine. Have you looked into any holistic approach to epilepsy?
No, it's not gonna work for me.
No. Like, what if there were like these like therapeutic?
I could do.
Mabel, we're not. You're such an attention seeker.
Oh, she's funny.
Just like mama.
The other ones that the holistic ones are like weed. They do like marijuana stuff, and I'll just abuse it.
Right.
Do shrooms help?
I can, but like, so when I got out of rehab, I was having really bad anxiety. So they said, okay, we can give you some Klonopin, and I ate the whole bottle in 4 days.
Yeah.
I ate it.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to take it with water, I guess, but I like to chew it. It's my favorite.
Especially because the bottle's made of plastic.
Yeah, well, I ate the pills because it hits your bloodstream faster, and I really was stressed. Like one time I got Ambien and I really needed to take a nap, so I just snorted it.
What? That is the goofiest thing I've ever. You are a goofball. You're like, I'm tired.
That's what Hopper used to do. He'd be like, hey, I'm Hopper. I'm a goofball. R.I.P.
He was like unintelligible the last time
He
I
couldn't
saw
even
him.
talk, huh? I was like, this is my guy. He was really drunk on the train when we were going to one of my comedy shows, and he started talking to this woman about nonsense. And then she goes to me, she stands up from the seat because he was standing, and she goes, I'll just get up and let you sit next to your husband. And I was just like,
He doesn't look like he's
filled
filled out enough to be a
I was
husband.
like, great. And it reminded me of that scene in Bridesmaids, and they kept being like, this must be your husband.
Yeah,
and like the big guy smoking a pipe, and she's like, no, I'm not with him.
Listen, R.I.P. Hopper. R.I.P.
He got real ass dude of the week once.
Did he?
When he was here.
Why?
Because when he visited,
Maeve.
he's staying with me, and he woke up in Tompkins Square Park.
Oh my God. And then does his dad show up in a canoe and save him? Like, he's
funny.
a natural disaster. Like, his dad's out here like signing treaties or whatever in Ukraine and like
I kind of feel
saving
bad.
stuff.
I don't
But
know
his own son is a fucking mess.
I don't know if we can say this on the podcast.
Whatever. I'm telling him. Good thing Madonna dumped you.
Whoa, I don't want to make fun of Hopper
I'm not making fun of Hopper, but
or Sean.
well, here's the thing. My experience with Hopper is my experience with Hopper, and I'll describe it as such.
Okay.
He's a drunk. That's what I experienced. That's all. I just like, it's not my vibe. It's sloppy.
Sloppy boy.
Anyway.
Been there. I've been there. It's hard to judge when you've been there. Got your back even though you don't talk. You don't respond to my texts, and you come here and
He's a nightmare.
and then you
He's
just
a terrible
fuck another girl in Hawaii. It's just pretty rude, but it is. It is what it is. It's part of our journey.
Can we talk about this view?
Yeah, it's gorgeous. I wish your pool would open sooner.
June 1st. But you know what's open? The terrace. Which
I don't do that
Pat and I. What?
because we'll get too hot.
Like not on like a 75-degree day. You know what I mean?
May I ask? Now that you're just like, every year your financial standing just gets higher and higher. you
Yeah.
know? Where are you thinking about renting this summer?
Well, I'm thinking about like playing it weekend by weekend. I'm thinking about going somewhere Memorial Day.
You should buy a house.
I'm gonna buy an apartment.
Oh, you're gonna buy a place in the Cape.
No, I mean,
You're over that.
my parents are gonna die, and we'll all get to split that house. The house is worth a lot of money, so it's dope.
Wait, so you're thinking of doing Memorial Day weekend somewhere?
Yeah,
When is that?
the last weekend in May.
Where are you gonna go?
I don't know. I'm somewhere with Mabel.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I'm just trying to think about where. Maybe like a lake house vibe.
I remember when you did that fun weekend in the Hamptons.
No, you don't. You were hammered.
And people broke the fence.
Who broke the fence?
Remember, didn't you go on a weekend for someone's birthday party and like the fence got broken and like all these charges with like Micah, and it was like a hilarious weekend.
Oh, no fence got broken.
I
They
thought
did try to like charge us something and said that like there was like a tile missing in the,
Okay.
in the sink upstairs.
I thought a fence. I love
But
to
he was mostly
exaggerate.
this crazy Italian guy who wanted to take me and open hotels with me and travel around Italy, which is honestly what I should have done.
And honestly, yeah,
That would be so. Wouldn't I be happy right now?
yeah. You could have a spot at the stand or
Or,
spot in Capri.
all right, we're gonna wrap this one up.
Really? Okay.
It's personal.
There's a lot of really nice guys out there.
What's that supposed to mean, Chloe?
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm a cheerleader.
What the fuck are you talking about?
My drugs I'm on. I'm a cheerleader.
There's a lot of nice guys out there. What does that mean?
Like Hopper's really good. I just feel bad.
Stop bringing him up then.
Okay, we'll cut it all. I'm a ghost. You can't hear me. Wait, Kerryn.
Men are the
Well, he
worst.
needs to hear the part Kerryn said. Just cut when I say. Never mind. Can we just cut when I say Sean?
I mean, I fucking said he showed up and people were gonna pick up the references.
Anywho,
Who cares, Chloe? Nobody watches this.
Okay.
They're my friends. They're your friends. They're our friends. They're not gonna tell Sean Penn that we're talking shit about it.
Well, also, I guess every single comedian has met him at the stand.
yeah.
Even Adele was pissed.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Maybe he should not do that anymore.
Lev
At my
hates him
comedy
because probably because of his metabolism.
Does Lev hate him?
Yeah.
He said that?
Yeah.
And
He
Adele.
said it in the group text. He said, "Dude sucks." He said it in the group message.
I mean, Adele got annoyed too because she was like, all this. She said the whole staff was mad, or like everyone there was like, "Why is he being like this?" That's hard to do because I have nowhere. Anyways, Kerryn, this is what I wanted to say. So after that, I was upset. So I went full blonde because I tried to do like Kendall Jenner a few years ago.
Yeah.
Because I thought maybe if I become blonde, like I won't care.
You won't what?
Care.
Okay.
And I just turned orange, and then I became like a redhead, and redheads are the craziest.
Yeah, you don't want that.
So
Yeah.
did you notice I went brown again?
Yeah.
And I
but
cut
the
it.
blonde's like underneath still.
Well, it was never blonde. But that was because I had, and then I cut it myself.
Okay.
So, if you need a haircut,
Thank you. Thank you. You're gonna do boys too. You're gonna give Pat a boys regular.
you got any bowls?
That's what you should do. That to Max.
I'm gonna use a water bowl. I'm gonna waterboard you too. Okay, thanks for having me.
Where can the people find you, Chloe?
You can find me on my Instagram at Chloe Branche, and then there's an E at the end. And then also, I have a News for Women show that I put on Instagram and YouTube, and then I'm going to start my podcast again, The Close Show, which Kerryn was one of my favorite guests.
Thank you. I love how you have all these projects you can just revive.
I just revived because my fans love my journey.
They love your journey. They love a revival. They love a reboot. They love a rebrand.
And I always say
Come
we're
back
coming
stronger.
back.
Yeah.
I mean, in the pandemic, the amount of times I had to say on News for Women, sorry I haven't been here for a few weeks. I was in a K-hole.
And she's not talking about me.
Yeah, no, ketamine. I was a sick horse. Okay.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. OnlyFeehans. Nailed it. Pat, good job this week.
Thanks, Kerryn, for having me. I'm
I'm not going to put this out.
It's only feehans.